It's time for me, time to see me. Don't mind my hair. I got these, two strand twists. I got some flat twists in the front. I got my Sealy going on right now. Sealy. But it's okay. Hopefully, it turn out all curly, crinkly, and beautiful in the morning. And I think I'm gonna keep these little two flat strands in the front, and I don't know. Who knows? I just be trying stuff and just hope it turn out some type of way. So we gonna see. But I just want to talk about a couple random things. Just say some random stuff, things that I thought about today that made me laugh, that gave me a giggle. So my son, my oldest son, he started puberty at like age 8, and he's 11 now. So puberty started quite early, and it's obviously like that with most of the children. And it's due to the hormones and all the other stuff they put in the food. If y'all didn't know, I mean, periods starting early, puberty, all of that. So, I mean, they had the sex talk at school or been having some talks. It seemed like since third grade. He only in fifth, but maybe it was just last year. It seemed like since third grade, but we gonna say it started last year. All these sex talks. So I guess they had another one. I'm saying, this year, talking about more sex. And maybe this sex talks was more in depth, this one. I don't know. Because now when I get on my YouTube, and I was looking for this audio book I was listening to, and I started typing it in, it kept going to other stuff. So I'm like, whatever, I'm going to just go through my history. And I'm going to find it in the history. So I'm scrolling through the history, of course, and I see video game stuff and him watching stuff and people rating video games or just having audio over the video games. And then you see the videos looking for sex, looking for real sex, hot sex, I mean, all types of sex. And it was some videos I guess he was just clicking on. Me and my brother find out the gender sex of the baby. And it's like, nah, somebody's looking for sex. And there was plenty of videos in between for like the past week. Just sex. He trying to see some sex and how it works. So a couple years ago, before I had my 3-year-old, he had actually walked in on me and my kid's dad having sex. Oh man, that was horrible. I think we were like in a doggy style position. It was horrible. It was a horrible thing when they walk in. You say don't come in, and then they come in anyway and say no, get out. Ah! You're yelling. So luckily, I ended up pregnant right after that. And I was like, see, you remember you walked in on us having sex? I'm like, sex is for creating children. I'm like, you see, I'm pregnant now, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you see, so sex does nothing but make babies. That's it. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you have sex, you're making a baby. So sex is only for that. Nothing more. Not fun, just babies. That's it. You see this baby, and then he has to deal with his little brother. He see how irritating that is. So he be like, man, I'm never having kids. Like, you better not have sex, man. You already know. Remember? But come on, man. Don't do it. So, like I said, he been looking up all these sex videos. And I asked him about it. We was at my mom house. I'm like, oh, so you just online looking up sex, huh? And he just was like, yeah. And she was like, just tell her it's okay. Tell her that you want to see how it works and what's going on. And he was like, yeah, I mean, they talked about it at school, so I guess I wanted to see it. And it's like, Then I showed her what he was looking up, and she was like, well, I don't know if he wants to look up like the educational sex or the hardcore, oh, yeah, daddy, spank me sex. And I showed her the type of videos he was looking for. And she was like, oh, he wants the daddy spank me sex. Like, exactly. He looking for some real freaky stuff. But at the same time, when I was in like 5th grade, 6th grade, same time. But your children are you. You got to remember that. They just like you. So if you freaky, you got a freaky little kid. So just know if you was a freaky person and you got a daughter, she probably freaky on the inside too. So just know it's coming. But my mom, she had a bag in her closet, the top of the closet. Why I was at the top of the closet, I don't remember. That's what kids do, I guess, when their parents ain't home. Just be in their rooms looking for stuff. It's crazy. So she had this bag at the top of the closet. It was a whole bunch of videotapes. Plenty of pornos, man. And I don't think it was no black pornos. It was all types of German pornos, Russian pornos, stuff like that. And I was definitely watching them. I wasn't really understanding. And I wasn't understanding the semen coming out. I just, you watch it like, uh, what are they doing? And I mean, it doesn't look, at that age, it doesn't look fun. It doesn't look what you're watching, the sounds they're making. It is definitely like an educational thing at that age. You sitting there like, damn, what is this going on here? I mean, but some kids are super advanced, and maybe I just wasn't advanced. And my son is more like me. He's gonna be more of a like, I don't get it. What is this? Until he actually does it. So hopefully he doesn't do it for a while because I told him it makes babies. So don't do it. And I mean, I want him when he does do it to be with a special person. I know like two dudes that stayed virgins for a long time, so almost like out of high school, and nobody really does that nowadays. People are just out here getting it in. And I remember I lost my virginity like my freshman year of high school, the end of my freshman year, yeah, going sophomore year, and I didn't even lose it to somebody that was special. It was like it was a guy I met. Like he was, and it happened so randomly. Me losing my virginity. It was, I don't know. It was such a random thing. It was like we kicked it and we talked. He was older. I was 15. He was like 19, and I went over there and we were just hanging out. And then we started making out. And he was like, "So are you ready?" I was like, I guess. I was like, all right. So we go to the room. I remember the radio's playing. It was on V100, of course. So we get to the room, and it's about to go down. And it's like, you nervous? Because you're like, oh, man, what's about to happen? And I don't know. It felt like nothing happened, really, because there was no pain. And it was over in like 30 seconds. It was like, I ain't had sex for a long time after I lost my virginity. I ain't had sex for maybe like a year and a half, 2 years, because that was so whack. And I was like, this is what people out here doing? This is what everybody's tripping about? So I'm never doing this again. I mean, this was terrible. This was terrible. I'm never doing this again. Like, I don't, no thank you. I will pass. It was terrible. I mean, like I said, it was quick. I didn't feel any pain. Like, everybody talked about how much it hurted, so I was anticipating some type of pain, and there was none. So it was like, I mean, it wasn't no pleasure either. It was nothing. It was like, what is this? Like, what have I done? I feel like I wasted my virginity. It was like I definitely did waste it. It was like this whole, and it's like I knew so many special people. It was like so many dudes I had dated for years, and it was like, why did this even happen with this? Can't change what you've done. And I mean, shit, we be on Facebook now. We see each other via Facebook. We were cool for a couple years back then, but it's just like the things we do, the choices we make. Oh my gosh. But I mean, hopefully he isn't like me. He has a special person in his life, and they have a special time with some candles and some flowers and some roses and some wine or something, and it's a nice moment. I hope so. Mine was real bootleg. That's what I want to call it. And on top of that, do you know what irritates me? On top of that, when people park in the middle of the street. I mean, because as I was thinking about these things, it's like sometimes I try to think about what I'm going to blog about. So, and I was driving and thinking about my son. Then I thought about the virginity thing, and I was like, oh man, that shit was whack. And I was like, you know what? I might do a video about that. So as I was driving and thinking these things, it was a car parked right in the middle of the street. And I'm not understanding why these cars do this. People are driving. Why are you parked in the middle of the street? But why can't we pull over by the curb so the cars can get through? And then when people honk at you, you look like we did something, like making these faces. I'm making these faces back. So I'm like, what you doing? And I'm also yelling. And I'm honking. My mom says don't honk because you're going to get shot. I haven't been shot yet. And I'm definitely, well, sometimes I pay attention to the type of car it is and the type of person. You know, I do look, but I do a lot of honking because I want to know what is your problem? What are you doing? I believe I have a thing called road rage. I don't know, but I do curse and yell when people do stupid stuff because I feel like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Are you on your phone? Are you staring at the phone? Like, are you, and half the time you see them looking down. So you be like, dog, I'm going to need you to pay attention. I'm going to need you to be looking this way, looking where you going. Like, come on, man. Then I'll be thinking, if I get in an unnecessary accidents make me feel like I'm going to want to hop out the car and fight you. I mean, unless it's a guy, of course, I can't fight him. And then it's a chick, I'm going to want to fight her. I mean, if it's somebody who's within my physical range and we've got into an unnecessary accident, like unnecessary meaning you weren't paying attention, so you hit my car You was driving reckless, so you hit my car. And don't let my kids be in the car, but then I don't want to jump on you because the kids in the car. But at the same time, seeing that you put them in some danger for no reason, I'm gonna want to put my hands on you because I'm not understanding. Now you done messed up my car. Now my kids are kind of scared and shook up for no reason, and all this happened just because you didn't want to pay attention or because you want to look at your phone or whatever you were doing. I'm not going for it. I know I'm gonna feel some type of way. Unnecessary accidents make you want to hop out and slap the hell out of somebody. I've been in unnecessary accidents, and that's how I felt. And then when they said they ain't got no insurance, it's like, oh, what? Psh, definitely, you ain't got no insurance, but you just ran this stop sign up. So, I'm sorry. Sorry is not gonna fix these doors, fam. Like, what are you? Come on, man. But it's all right. I guess I just wanted to get these little things off my chest, share these little stories with you guys. Maybe I'll do a video and tell you how this came out. If it didn't come out well, then you'll see me in a video with with my hair like, you know what I'm saying, twisted back or something like that. If these curls don't come out right, you will see me with a super basic style tomorrow. Or some more two-strand twist trying to make it work again. I don't know, but I'm trying to get these curls together. And then I got some all types of different natural curl, bounce back, moisturizers. I don't know. It feels real greasy right now. I don't really like how greasy it feels. But I know that my hair, seeing I've been doing this research on the natural hair, that my hair doesn't really hold much moisture. So the fact that it's greasy right now, I guess is a good thing. I guess. I mean, it means something is going on, but I don't like how it feels when I take. Can you see the shininess? You see that? I don't know, but it needs to grow. I needed to. Took these dreads out. I needed to grow naturally, so I guess the grease is all right. So I'll see you guys later. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share. If I'm on your Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat, you know I'm gonna share it to you anyway, or I'm gonna share it on your page, or I'm gonna tag you. So it's gonna get shared somehow. Don't worry, I got you in the pocket. But like, comment, share, subscribe, and we will be back with another video soon. Thank you. See ya.